Hello, welcome to my channel. It's Colette. Just having a wee break from being in bed, not feeling very well. But I had something in my head and I needed coffee, so I decided that I'll just do this. No makeup face. This is the side of me that a lot of you don't get to see, and it's because I'm in the middle of a autoimmune flare up. My autoimmune disease is called Sjogren's, and it's got a background of all the usual things that you find with autoimmune stuff, like swollen joints, pain, fatigue, and some people know it as the disease where there's basically your own system attacks any moisture producing glands. So you get dry eyes or itchy eyes, and you get dry throat, blocked saliva glands, which is sometimes when the face looks very square. And so anyway, I had a few sleepless nights due to pain breakthrough, and then about a day and a half ago it went full blast. Managed out this morning for my husband just to collect my meds, and I'm sure I'll be heading back to bed again soon. But here's the point of this: having a coffee break. I've wanted to do this video for a while because it's something that interests me, not just as a holistic healer, but also as a pharmacist. And it's about, I wonder if you'll join in a conversation, because certainly if I'm in bed for the next few days, then it'll be nice to have something to connect with. How to say this? Right. I have this autoimmune disease, and certainly I was probably always going to get it because my mum and dad both had it. So genetically, I got a double whammy of it. But it kicked in a lot earlier for myself. My brothers got it in their mid to late 50s, but mine started in my late 40s and has progressively got worse. So I'm annoyed in a way that it kicked in so early in me, but I look around, I've got thousands of followers on both my Facebook pages, Colette Clairvoyant and Colette Brown, and a lot on Twitter and a lot on here now, past the 500 subscribers, thank you. And a lot of them have autoimmune diseases. The amount of people that have like lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, MS, all these things. And there's quite a few men there, but it's mainly women. And it's almost like an epidemic. So many of my friends and family have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia as well. And these are women and some men, but mainly women, who I would call have been through some sort of major spiritual awakening, are working with their spirituality, and have actually seen themselves surge forward spiritually. And at the same time as they're surging forward spiritually, their bodies are breaking down. Their bodies are just going to pieces. Now, you hear a lot of ascension symptoms and how we're all vibrating at a higher level, and maybe it'll take our bodies a while collectively, humanity, to catch up. But let's just talk about for now. What I'd love to know is your opinion on it. I'd love to know if you have some sort of autoimmune disease or any sort of disease that you feel is quite prevalent within the spiritual community. And let me know. I want to do almost like it's like a little survey, not just for me, but for lots of other people too. I've just had a red light come on in my computer. Well, who knows? Hopefully this is still recording. Anyway, the other thing is there's been a huge spur in mental health illnesses, particularly for younger women between the ages of 16 and 25. That concerns me. I have actually this in my own family with my younger daughter. It's very, very, very spiritual, but actually suffers quite badly from a mental health disease or issue. and again, the more of the young ones I see that are moving forward spiritually, they seem to be very, have quite fragile mental health, whether it's anxiety, OCD, depression, self-harm. So what I'm trying to say is that the spiritual people that I know and those that are following a spiritual path, if they're younger, they seem to be getting all sorts of mental health issues. And the older ones, we seem to be having our bodies break down at quite an alarming rate with autoimmune disease and even cancers. And that's incredibly worrying. I don't have the answers on it. I mean, the way I work is with my medicine wheel that I follow in the east-west axis. Sorry, we've got a brain fog today. You have spirituality and health. So if one goes out, it can push the other one out and vice versa. So when my physical health goes out, I tend to try and rest with meditation, with mantras, etc. And that's the way I got through menopause naturally. So I kind of apply that to general health now, specifically to do with my autoimmune disease. But it can be hard sometimes, and sometimes on the days where I'm feeling the most tuned in spiritually, they're also the days where my fatigue is at its worst, muscle weakness is extreme, etc. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. So this flare that came on probably a couple of days ago, but was building, I've been thinking more and more about this. I really have. I wish I had more answers, but because I'm linking it into spiritual stuff, we're not going to really get any scientific evidence coming through anytime soon, I doubt. Because giving a spiritual answer to a health issue isn't exactly going to let Big Pharma make its money, says she being a pharmacist. Anyway, probably got struck off now, but never mind. So anyway, I don't want this to go on too long. If you have any sort of autoimmune disease, any sort of fibromyalgia, or you feel that your body started letting you down the more you pushed into your spiritual practice, I would like to know that. If you're younger and you feel that spiritually you're going way ahead, but you've got all sorts of anxieties or whatever, I'd like to know that too. And if anybody has any opinions or anything they think can help anyone on this channel, I'd like you to put your tuppence worth into, because this is important. This channel is not about me, it's about putting teachings out there, it's about helping people with their spiritual development. It's a community. All the things I've done in social media have gone into a community, and that's just the way I like it. And that's why, the light's not right today. I've got the sunshine and I've got darkness in here. My face is a mess. Well, actually, it's just the way it normally is, and I flare up. But, normally I like to have my makeup on. I tend not to do videos when I've got too many glands that are kind of puffed up or blocked. So this is something I want discussed. This is something that I'm relying on you all opening up about if you feel comfortable with. So please let me know what you think in the comments below. Like the video if you like this sort of thing, and also like it just to let me know that you have something. It's not like I like the video. Let's make the thumbs up for those that don't necessarily want to comment but do have some sort of issue with their health. Let's see how that works. And I promise that I will get back to every single comment that I get. Maybe not right away, but who knows. I get so bored with this. Those of you that know me, I'm the cusp between Taurus and Gemini, and the Gemini kicks in, and if I'm not sleeping and the pain's through the roof, I like distractions. I've often said to my husband, I want to put something else in as well. Jim, my husband, thinks that this is all environmental that it's coming from GMO crops and all sorts of environmental issues. Do you agree with that? Is that something you think too? So I've kind of lost the plot of what I was saying before that. Yeah, let's get a conversation going. And yeah, I was talking about boredom. Anybody else that's got an autoimmune disease where you have to rest when it comes up, the Gemini in me gets incredibly bored and frustrated, and I can't really do my crafts. I can't be in the garden. I can't do the videos I want to do because I can't think straight. And that's again one of the reasons where the readings have had to take a sideline for the next few months. I need to get my health up a bit, and as well as looking after certain issues, health issues at home. But yeah, it's nice not to have the pressure of readings at this moment. But I love my videos. I love getting on with my book and stuff like that. But when the Sjogrens flare up hits, it's basically tucked up in my nice comfy house coat, and sometimes the saviour of not going mad with boredom and trying to distract myself from pain, the saviour is YouTube videos and my Facebook account. And I wonder how many of you are like that as well, that sometimes when you can't sleep or the pain's breaking through, that and you can't read, is social media part of your coping strategy? Because I know it's part of mine. So anyway, this doesn't mean to be a real low coffee break. I don't mean that. I hardly ever talk too much about health. In fact, I don't think I have. Maybe once or twice last year. But today I'm going to, because it's necessary. And hopefully next time you see me, I'll have my makeup back on. Do you know the key to people thinking you're okay? Red lipstick. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Sometimes when I'm not feeling great, I'll put on my makeup and I'll deliberately put on a bright strawberry red lipstick. And no matter who sees me, apart from my loved ones that know better, but they'll say, "Oh, you look amazing. You're looking great." And I'm like, red lipstick. So hopefully next time you see me, I won't have on bright red lipstick. I'll be back with far more videos. I mean, I've got a notebook full of the stuff that I want to do for this channel, and it will happen, but maybe not this week. So anyway, hopefully you'll comment and be with me, and if you want to find more about Sjogrens, the Sjogrens Society, particularly in the States, is very, very good. And anybody who has Sjogrens that feels a wee bit, people say, "Oh, you've got dry eyes and you've got dry mouth." No, that's the teeniest symptoms. Believe me, there are other symptoms that are far worse than anything that blocks the library glands can do for you. So anyway, please keep commenting, and I cannot wait to hear what you've got to say in this. I'm so convinced that we need to talk. We need to talk about health and spirituality and how we cope with that. So get typing, many blessings, and I hope to hear from you very, very soon. Bye now.